You ever watch something that was so bad it became good?
If it wasn't for Tony, oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another review, but this time it's going to be for one of Tyler Perry's new shows on BET called The Oval. And I remember seeing the commercials for them, and I was like, well, okay, those look kind of interesting. And people were saying The Oval was like his version of like Scandal with Kerry Washington, and people were saying Sisters was like his version of Girlfriends, with Tracy Ellis Ross. But I decided I still want to watch them and see them and judge it for myself. So the show opens with the first lady and the president fighting, and I gotta say that from there I already knew what we was gonna get. You already knew from the first scene they was fighting. She was headbutting him, spitting in his face, and he was like fake slapping her. Like it looked like he put his hand where her neck was and slapped it, and they was like on the floor choking each other out. I was just sitting there like, wow. And I even tweeted this. I was like, why this fight scene look like a rehearsal? Like it looks so fake and like rehearsed and so dramatic. Like really, you headbutting him and spitting in his face, and he's on top of her choking her, and then fast forward to them just going to the little party they had like nothing. I was like, for real? I already knew what I was getting with this. And this is the thing. With Tyler Perry, you already know what to expect. You're not gonna get no Oscar winning movies. You're not gonna get no Emmy award winning shows. But it's still watchable, it's still enjoyable. People can trash it, criticize it, but for me, it's still entertaining. And I gotta say, over the last few weeks, The Oval, even though it's not like the best show I've ever seen, it's kept me hooked and it kept me entertained to the point where like people would call me, right? Like my friends would call me and I'd be like, wait, The Oval is on. I'm gonna call you back. Like that's how entertaining the show was. Like 9 o'clock, when it came to be 9 o'clock, I was like, The Oval. Say I got off work at 8 o'clock, I would rush home to be home by 9 so I could catch it. I didn't want to miss no minutes, no seconds. I wanted to see it from the beginning to the end, each episode. So I gotta say, Tyler Perry does have that thing where he keeps you hooked in to the shows to see what's gonna happen next. But it's just like you gotta realize how like bad it is, but it's so bad that it becomes good. Like, and the thing about it that makes it so bad is how unrealistic it is. The show centers around, it's like the first lady and the president. They're an interracial couple, and they got two kids, and they all moving into the White House, and they work their way up to that point. And it's like, I guess it's a lot of infidelity. The husband's always cheating, this and that, right? And it's like throughout the whole show, you see the first lady always fighting. And then the thing that really gets me is, I don't know if this is the case, but this is what I gathered from the show. The show is called The Oval, and the Oval Office is the Oval Office is where the president, has sex with the mistress that owns the little shop. So it's kind of like, what? It's like, is this the reason why the show is called The Oval? Because this is the room he chooses to have sex with the mistress in? I'm like, wow, really? Like, that's what I'm gathering, because it's like, well, the reason would the show be called The Oval? He always has one of the security guards guarding the room. The first lady's always outside fighting to get in and smashing stuff and throwing stuff. It's like, for real? And the way the first lady be looking and acting, and the way she be treating the daughter, it's like, okay, you know about the daughter. The daughter is a little brat. She is a little bitchy, but it's like, for real. She tased the daughter, and then the daughter, all that stuff that happened. The daughter jumped out the car, and she was just like, get up, and then she asked for the gun, like she was gonna shoot the daughter. Like the daughter, the relationship with the first lady and the daughter is like, now mind you, in the world there are mothers and daughters that don't get along, who probably have worse relationships than that. But it's like, you really gonna do all that while you're the first lady? Really? Come on. Another unrealistic thing. The first lady is really gonna make a trip to the mistress, the lady that he sleeps with. She owns a little shop. You really think the first lady is gonna take a trip with her her stylist just to go see the lady, just to go set up a thing to go beat her up, and then have the security outside the little fitting room while she in there beating her up, greasing her face with Vaseline, taking off her heels and slamming her in the floor. I'm like, damn, Tyler Perry really knows how to. He knows how to get it. You know, he knows how to. He knows how to write a script that will make you be like. Sometimes you just forget what you're watching. You be like, and then you think about it, like, wait, this is supposed to be the first lady and the president, and they supposed to be in the White House, really? But it's so bad that it's good. Like, you know, this will never really happen, but you just got. I've been hooked on it. And I know a lot of people said like they watched the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, which is when they was fighting each other, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't. But I don't know what it was. For me, I kept having to see what was going to happen next. Like, that first episode got me hooked to it. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen next? The other thing is like, the first lady, Michelle Obama, was the first black first lady, and she set a good representation for being a first lady and being black. You know what I'm saying? A black woman in the White House as a first lady, and to have this representation of a first lady who's always fighting and headbutting the husband, spitting in people's face, tasing her daughter, fighting the mistress. It's like, come on, Tyler Perry, you know better. But like I said, it's trashy entertainment. It's so bad that it becomes good that you want to keep watching just to see what's going to be next in the mind of Tyler Perry. My favorite character on the show is the First Lady. I think her real name is Karan Moore, I think. I don't know. The way she acts, the way she looks, and she has like like that resting bitch face type thing, and she got the perfect face for this. Like, I don't know, like the way she be looking and acting, and her little jokes and her little remarks and her stares and her evil stares and the way she acts. I don't know. I couldn't say Tyler Perry perfectly casted her because she fits the role perfectly. Like, whatever he wrote in the script, have it for her to act, for her to look, she fits the role perfectly. And I really wish that he would use her for more, like in the future when he do movies and stuff. I wish that he would use her because he does have a habit of using the same actors and actresses in all his shows and movies. And you be like, wait, isn't that such and such from that other show? But I really wish that he would use her in some of his movies because she's really good at doing the face, she's really good at emoting, like with the faces and the way she acts out is really, that's another thing that kept me hooked because I wanted to see what she was going to do next. Then let's move on to some other storylines. Another thing is like, the first lady, the daughter, she accused the butler's son of raping her. Like, that whole thing was just really, like, for real. Like, that would never really happen. That whole setup of her, take me to the room, do this, that would never really happen. And then she woke up and just tried to frame him for rape and all this other stuff, and then the security, that would never really happen. It's just like, but that's the thing, Tyler Perry, he makes stuff so dramatic, and he just starts, I feel like when he's writing the scripts, he's like, okay, what can I say? What can I do to make this even more, boom. But like, he gets all these ideas, and he just, you know how some people get ideas, and they just scratch them out? No, he puts them in the script like, every crazy idea he's gonna put in it, and it's been working because I've been hooked to the show for the last 8-9 weeks. But that whole thing with the daughter framing him for rape, that would never really happen. Another thing is, let's say the butler's son, his storyline with the mother letting his daughter getting stolen, that storyline is it really got annoying because it's like, okay, I got it. The son, he's looking for the daughter. He's looking for the daughter and everything, right? But in certain parts, he's like overacting. And Tyler Perry has a thing where it's like, you can see when they are overacting a little bit. He's supposed to be distraught because his daughter's missing, but it comes across like it comes across real campy and like real over the top. It's like, it's a way of acting. It's a way of acting over the top without looking over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be looking for your daughter, but the way he be acting is like, for real. Then the thing that gets me is the mother, the daughter's grandmother. His mother is the one, she's the reason why the daughter got kidnapped, right? But then, it's like, the way, it's like, first of all, she acts she acts like nothing. Like he. To be honest, I'm thinking about it. He's the only one really looking for the daughter. The other ones are just like, at first the grandmother was looking for her, but then she just stopped. The wife, she just be telling him calm down, calm down. I'm like, wait, his daughter is missing. You telling him calm down? It's gonna be all right. What? And then the whole thing with the cult, they came in and took the daughter. Then later on, one of the members, she felt sorry and then she shot herself in the mouth. I'm like, Tyler Perry, he knows how to add it on. He knows how to just keep building, keep building, keep building. And he was asking the son questions about where were you? Because the daughter's mother ended up becoming, she ended up being found dead because she was in the cult, which stole the daughter. The lady asking the son, oh, where were you? Where were you? Da da da. And then she asked the mother, because the mother was supposed to, verify his alibi. The mother was like, oh, I don't remember. Even the son looked at her like, for real? Like, as a parent, you're supposed to have your children back. You the reason why the daughter's missing anyway. But then when the lady asks you, oh, do you remember him being in the house? Oh, I don't remember. I'm like, for real? And then when it came time to find out about, when the gun went off in the car and they accidentally shot somebody, him and the father was fighting over the gun and they shot somebody and the man ended up dying. It was like a stray bullet. She was ready to call the cops on him. I'm like, what kind of mother is this? I don't know. I feel like that mother, the reason why the granddaughter is missing anyway, if she was on the stand trying to give a testimony against the son or for the son, she would like sell him out for some like Tyler Perry tickets or something. Like the way she acts to be his mother, she's really like, what kind of mother is this? Like she would rat him out in a second, and she's the reason why the daughter's missing anyway. Oval is one of those shows that could be a guilty pleasure, but for me, it's kind of like I wouldn't mind admitting I watch it because it's one of those shows that you just love. It's not like you love to hate it, but you just love to see what else was in Tyler Perry's mind. Like, what else was Tyler Perry thinking about? What is he gonna do to make this plot even worse, or what is he gonna do to because his plots be outrageous. It be the most simple plots, but then he gotta add this and that to make it outrageous. And it's like, it's to me, I know a lot of people tuned out after the first episode. Some people tuned out after the first 10 minutes. But for me, it's been keeping me hooked. Where does he be getting his ideas from? And I'm not gonna lie, they are entertaining. Sometimes you be looking like, did I miss something? Because it just went from 1 to 10,000. I'm like, what happened? Oval is one of those shows that you just watch to entertain yourself. That's at this point you just gotta accept. Tyler Perry makes shows for entertainment. He doesn't make shows for Emmys, for Oscars. He doesn't make shows for Emmys. He doesn't make his movies for Oscars. He makes it because, like he said, he knows his audience. He knows what people want to watch. He knows people going to get on Twitter and talk about it. He knows people going to get on YouTube and do reviews about it like I'm doing right now. And it's just entertainment, To me, Tyler Perry shows and some of his movies are like a cold plate of good food. It has its good and its bad. The food is good. It tastes good, but it's cold. It's never really perfect. And The Oval is one of those shows. But overall, that's what I got to say about The Oval. Tune in to BET. It comes back out in May. And he also has his show Sisters. If you want me to do a review of Sisters, let me know right here. I'm going to leave a little poll so you can vote. And let's get this discussion started. Have you watched The Oval? Have you tried to watch The Oval? What do you think about the show? Do you think about Tyler Perry's representation of, the First Lady and the President and the interconnecting characters that he conjured up in his mind? You know what I'm saying? I know this should be a really interesting discussion because when we talk about Tyler Perry and his work, it's always going to be laughs, it's always going to be jokes, it's always going to be criticism, but it really do end up being great discussions. So let's talk about it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can always see when I post. And thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.